The pattern from the real and synthetic data is very similar. It's not exactly the same, because if they're exactly the same, then you're essentially replicating the original data. But the patterns are very similar, and you draw the same conclusions from the real and the synthetic data sets. And here's another analysis from the same data set. We looked at mortality by age group, again, factoring out all the other confounders, and we can see strong concordance between real and synthetic data sets in terms of the estimated mortality and the 95% confidence interval. And the numbers are at the top are the confidence interval overlaps. So how much these two confidence intervals overlap each other for each one of the age groups. And again, they're not exactly the same, because that would be a problem if they were, but there's high concordance. So this pattern is something we've seen ourselves and other folks working and analysts working in the synthetic data space, is that when generated properly, when done well, the concordance in the analytic results between real and synthetic data tends to be quite high, which is why it brings me to my original statement in the opening slide. So I think that is the future of data sharing synthetic data. The evidence that's accumulating around privacy and utility is quite high. One of the main advantages of data synthesis is that the process is largely automated, so it addresses some of the challenges with historical techniques that have been used for creating non-identifiable data, which required a lot of skill and expertise to execute on, whereas data synthesis requires less, not zero, of course, but less, just because it's a much more automatable process to produce these data sets. So with that, I'll pass it on to Mike, and he will give us a perspective on the legal standing of synthetic data.